Dana, what day is it, Dana?
Wax day.
What day is it?
Wax day.
What day is it?
Wax day.
What do we do with all this?
Eating it.
We're not eating it. We're turning it into gold. We're going to take this black stuff that's all gross, and we're going to turn it into gold. We're going to be old Captain or King Midas here is what we're going to do. What day is it?
Wax day.
That's right, it's wax day. Now what we're going to do is we're going to weigh it all out first because science, and I love numbers. I'm a numbers guy. So we're going to weigh all this out before it's all processed on my beautiful scale. And then we'll figure out how much we got. So no cheating here. Let's take an empty bucket, show you it's empty. And we're going to tear this out. Okie dokie. I'll probably speed this up in the video, but who knows? First bucket, 1.475 pounds. You think I set myself up for success? And how many? 1.475 pounds, perfect. Next bucket, 1.405. 1.405. Okay. Next bucket, 3.15. 1.315. Oh, jumpy jump can work, make everybody say it, yeah. 1.145. 1.145. Next bucket. Not even a pound. That's disappointing. 0. Really? Is this in kilograms? No. Should be in pounds. 97. Yeah, it should be pounds. 0.970. It should be. Yeah. 1.1. 1.1. Throwing some on the floor. This one should be light. Half pound. 0.5 on the button. Okie dokie. Despite the water that my wife spilled all over my paper, I have 17.43 pounds of unprocessed wax. That's incredible. It makes me feel better about spending the past 3 days scraping down all those frames. Yeah, I'll put a little picture, I don't know, right about here, I guess, of my now waxed pants that will never wash out again. There, 17.43 pounds. That's pretty awesome. So what do? You put some water in a big frickin' pot, like one that you never want to use again, because it's going to be ruined. And then you got yourself a nice stick. And then what you do is you embarrass your wife and you send her to the thrift store to pick you up pantyhose. That's right, you buy pantyhose for your husband so that way you can filter out wax. Yeah, then you filter it all through that. But we'll come to that road when we get there. Now we just wait. My stove is on. We just wait. So what you do is you dump your dead bees and your poop and your wax into the pot. And then you give it a nice stir, but it should melt down. And you just keep adding it in, and it'll all melt down, and all that black stuff will turn into a disgusting slurry of death, basically. That's what we're aiming for. So now we have our slurry. See that beautiful color? Yeah, you guys all thought it was crazy, eh? Saying I was going to turn this into gold, huh? So there's a little sneaky peeky of what it will look like once we filter it out here. But anyways, this has to rip for like a good half hour, 40 minutes. And then, yeah, then we get to filter it out. And then we get to boil down the next batch. We're doing 2 different batches. Scoop in the sloop. Yeah. So you scoop all the sludge off the top. Right? Makes sense. Underneath all that is all your wax. As you can see, you have a sludge layer. And what we're doing is we're pushing it through this fine mesh screen here. It's not too bad because the heat melts any residual wax that's on there, and then she just all goes out. Right? So you do that about 300 times, and then you can dump it through a screen outside, and then you can get your wax puck, and then you render it down again and do it all over again until it's nice, beautiful golden brick. Well, what you do is you pour it into a bucket through a screen. But you can't record that because it's boiling wax at that point, and it's pretty much napalm. So just think of liquid wax at boiling temperatures on your skin. Not a good combination. But yeah, so it goes in a bucket. It'll cool down, takes a couple hours, and what it does is it separates. You'll get your wax layer at the top. At the bottom will be your water because, you know, density. The wax is a lot less dense than the water, so it sits at the surface, right? And all our crap should be in the water in the bottom layer. So we should end up with a good like 6-inch puck of wax. Yeah, there you go. There you have it. We got the second batch on the go here. So we get to do a second pour. And then this is what you're left over with all your scoopy. This goes right into the compost pile. You can feed it out to your chickens, but I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know where this wax, whether it was sprayed in the field or not, but yeah, right on the compost heap. Good stuff. There we have it. We have our second bucket poured. There's our first one that's solidifying up nicely. And we just poured our second one here. So those will, again, those will take probably a good 2 hours, if at minimum, if not longer. I mean, this was boiling to solidify, and then it'll get boiled down again, probably for a second time, and then probably again a third time, and yeah, there we have it. So hours later, after it solidifies, you get this lovely product. So we want to take that black goo, that black sludge, we strained out most of it, and then it solidifies on the bottom. You can scrape most of it off. And yeah, you get this here, you get some pucks. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take all this here that's in this bucket, there's a couple pounds here, and then we're going to melt it down again one last time with the cleanings off our tools and filter it through our lovely pantyhose setup. And yeah, that'll be our final product. And finally, at the end of the day, literally, it is 8:30 at night. You end up with this beautiful, from that once black goo to this. Well, how much did you get from the, what was it? 17.43 pounds. We got 1.57 kilograms. So about 3.5 pounds of almost finished processed wax. This is good for woodworking, not good for candles yet. Gets filtered one more time. And yeah, that's that. You can then make candles or use for woodworking projects or make soap or wax cloths for sealing jars. Anything. Possibilities are endless. So hopefully I'll learn something today. It was a good day. There we are. Have a great day, folks. Love y'all. Bye-bye.